Hi everybody, we're still hanging out in paradise. It's time for the Corona Cero post show. Corona Cero, an open invitation to enjoy more of life's great moments. And today we have several. And we're lucky to be here looking at this view of the mountains here in the South Pacific. This is real life, you guys. How good is pro surfing? Proud of everybody who got to be a part of this today. Joe Turpel, Stace Galbraith, Strider Raspberry, Waz Aluski. Cheers, my friend.
Oh, you kidding me?
Waz, you were sensational out there today in your happy place.
I was in my happy place for sure. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hang on a second. Did Al Cleland actually connect with you?
He didn't, but I
no?
just kind of made the drama of rolling off my board. It looked good.
It looked great.
It looked great, right?
You're in the entertainment business.
That's what we're doing here. We're making people entertained. Are you not entertained after this day? I mean, come on. That was amazing.
That was wild. I mean, for you, Stace, seeing your face basically melted the last couple of days from all the rides you were trying to digest into what you saw today. You know, what are your overall takeaways?
First takeaway is I need to get some work done, get the face reconstructed. And then the second takeaway is just like, this place is unbelievable. Uncle Strider's been looking after us, and then out front has been crazy. So yeah, I just can't even believe like what crew are actually paddling. It's like every swell someone paddles a bigger wave, and you see the tow guys lining up, and then they pull off because someone's paddling, you know, and that's been crazy to see. And then to see it in heats today as well, that's just another level again.
How far are they going to go with it?
Oh, it's never ending.
It's endless. We love it.
It's never ending.
Thanks, you guys.
So much fun. Last heat was a big one for the title race. Felipe had a shot to maybe go in the final five, but he was knocked out by Rio Waida. Rio's on the boat with Chris Cote.
Thanks, team. Rio, the Championship Tour is a roller coaster. I know you've been along for the ride here in 2025. It must feel good, though. Last season, last stop on tour, get a big win at the end of the day against a two-time world champion.
Yeah, I'm happy. I feel like, I don't know, Felipe always inspires me, so to beat him, it's a very happy one. And I don't know, I was hoping for Felipe to do good here so he can make to the final five, and I'm always rooting for him. And but at the same time, I haven't won a heat since Portugal, I think, so this one feels good, you know. It's been a tough competition for me. It's been hard, but I feel like slowly I'm coming back. So, I don't know, last event of the year, so I don't know, I just want to learn and get barrels and enjoy.
And what's it like when you have all day to think about that upcoming heat? What did you do between your first round heat and that heat you just surfed?
I don't know, just chill, eat. The food is amazing here, and then just hanging out with the locals. And that's what I like about Tahiti. It's warm, and the locals are very friendly. It's almost like just hang out on the beach, you know, with just board short on, and I don't know, just enjoy. It feels like home here. That's why I enjoy it so much. And I don't know, but the wave changed, you know, since this morning was like 10 feet, the biggest set, and now it's like 4 foot the set. So it changed a lot, and I was kind of confused with my boards. This morning I was on 6'4", and then I was like, okay, it's getting a lot smaller, so I felt like I need to get smaller boards, and then I end up going on 6'2". It feels like it felt still long, you know, but I don't know, I feel like I could have gone 6'0", I think, this afternoon, but it's a good learn, and then hope tomorrow do better.
Well, you're in the enviable position when you're done with the Championship Tour this year. You get to go home to another paradise, Indonesia, where I know you have a lot of fans. Maybe you want to give them a message moving forward into this competition.
Halo teman-teman Indonesia, terima kasih sudah dukung saya setiap hari, dan saya akan lebih semangat untuk babak berikutnya, dan semoga, nggak tahu ya, karena hari event ini karena terakhir saya cuma mau enjoy dan do my best, dan tahun depan untuk 2026 saya akan lebih semangat untuk menjadi juara dunia. Itu goal saya, dan tetap semangat, dan terima kasih sudah dukung saya. Terima kasih.
Yeah, Rio.
Thank you.
Terima kasih. Thank you so much. Rio Waida. I remember the first time he beat Felipe. We were in Mexico, and Rio was shaking because he had beat his favorite surfer in the world. You know, that's when he was just kind of showing up and, you know, playing CT Surfer. now he's matured. Now he knows the game. Now he knows he belongs, and he's got bigger goals coming up in the next round.
Yeah, the posters are off the wall now.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, like he's not a Grom anymore. He can really match it with these guys, and it really shows.
Don't ever take the posters down.
I had one of you out here actually on my wall when I was a Grom. It was actually. I just had to share that with you.
Oh, thanks, bro.
Big quickie ad.
Yeah. Hey, not bad. Some big names, you guys, out of the title race. The biggest, Toledo, 2-time world champ. We lost Barron. Also today, out of the title hunt, Connor O'Leary as well. And then the biggest name as far as the high seeds are concerned, Kanoa Igarashi went down in a wild heat to Mihimana.
What that's hard. You got to really think about where that takes you. You know, you already had dropped down from number 3 to 4, and then coming into this heat, you should have seen Snake blowing up in the channel.
That was a wild one. No waves ridden for the majority of the matchup, and then Mihimana got a couple of little barrels, and even Mihimana's like, hey, a win's a win. I'll take it against one of the most informed surfers all year. I mean, Kanoa, multiple final appearances. Now he's just got to wait. And look at the namestays that are gunning for his spot. Ethan, obviously in 5th, but there's Griffin and Jack just hunting, trying to hunt down Kanoa's spot.
Yeah, he does have a little buffer there. You know, Jack's already on 3,300 points, so there's only 6,700 for him to make up. So it's a final for Jack. So there's a little bit of a buffer there, but he's so capable of doing that. And then obviously Griffin and Ethan are right there. And the other little buffer that he has is he's in 4th. He's not in 5th. But there's a lot to digest there. Wow.
The round's not seeded yet because we still have to finish Heat 8 of the Elimination Round. But, I mean, if you just focus on Ethan and Griff, if they're both in the quarters, that means Kanoa's out of the mix.
And that's highly likely the way that they're surfing out here. It's been insane. Watching Griff today that was a pleasure. You know, it was beautiful to see him kind of ramp through his heat. Started out slow, but then just turned it into a moneymaker.
Well, Ethan does have Al Cleland Jr. in the next round.
Ooh.
Griffin has Joao Chianca, who's very sendy. Those are huge matchups.
These are some great matchups.
And Robbo's got Marco, I think.
That's insane.
Oh my word! I mean, what do we expect? There's only so many guys left. We're gonna get some crazy draws.
The drama's just building. Opening round was sensational for Griffin Colapinto. He kept getting better and better. In fact, he almost turned in his career best combined heat total. He had an 18.1 total against Arcal out here years ago. He got 18 points in this one, Stace.
I think for Griffin, it's just so, refreshing to see him charge all week and get a heat win. You know, he does the same thing at Pipeline. He's done the same thing in Tahiti here before, apart from getting, the big year in 2019 when he had a big score, you said there. But, translating that free surf energy into a heat, he just nailed that today.
Yeah, pretty wild. That was the last wave for Connor O'Leary. His wife this morning was like, wow, what a way to wake up, see my husband fall out of the sky. Connor obviously going for it. Congrats, Connor, on a great season. He's already been eliminated from the event. Al Cleland in the mix. He'll have Ethan Ewing in the next round. And Colapinto, man, a 9.33, 8.67, coming off an amazing week. He's tapped in for a lot of reasons. He's been through the pressure of the heartbreak of falling out of the mix in the final 5 here at Chopes when Kanoa got it off him, and then also losing the world title a couple of times on his home break. Now he's realizing what it's all about. He's like, hey, getting the wave of my life is just as meaningful to me as winning events and world titles. That's that pure surfer in him that is never going to go away, and he's leaning into it right now, Waz.
Yeah, I feel like, the conversation in the lineup, but you get to talk to all these guys, and that feeling of understanding that the world's putting something in front of you, and you have to either make the decision to, you roll up the windows and you go back a little bit and you say, oh, whoa, wait a minute, I might not need that because I want this, or you live in the moment right then and there, and that's exactly where Griff's at the moment. And I feel like when you live that and you enjoy that, there's success, and that's where he's at.
Cole Houshmand for a moment opened up the door for Griff to hop into 5th for a moment. Ethan got it back, so Griff's back to 6th. But Houshmand said he dreams of heats like this. It happened in real life as he sent Ethan Ewing in round 2, Stace.
Oh, I've got to let the goofy footer call this one, was. You must have been frothing.
That was the first wave of the heat. I mean, come on, this was ridiculous. Getting a wave like that, your first wave, to muscle everybody out of the way, too.
Oh, speaking of muscle, Ethan Ewing just manhandling that one.
The wild part about this, he went to the elimination round, but this was Ethan's best combined heat total that he's had at Chope. 16.57 total, but Houshmand wasn't done. A 9 to start, 8-7-3 at the end. As a seesaw battle. We love these ones.
That was all that time hanging with Gabby and Uluwatu.
Well, I'll tell you what, he was behind the door quite a bit.
That was a solid effort from Cole Houshmand. Moving on into the next round, the round of 16. He's got big goals here. IC, presenting sponsor, makes a signature shade for him. Ethan Ewing was able to survive in the elimination round, a stressful heat that he had against Seth Moniz. So he's back into that fifth spot, but an absolute super heat that we got to enjoy in the opening round of competition. And it's cool to see people's goals, you know, even the guys that, you know, they don't have a world title on the line. But to be a part of the legacy of an event like this, you know, they're going all out to finish their season off with a win.
Yeah, big time. And there's all kinds of different little storylines. Rookie of the year, top 10 finishes. Even guys like, you know, looking to finish inside the top 15, or someone like Rio who might have finished high last year. You know, can he match that? Even though he's had a bit of a rough middle part of the year, can he finish strong? And yeah, there's so much going on just outside that final five conversation.
And how long does your role last here? Like Joao Chianca, that guy's been on fire for 3 days or 2 days before. Now today he had a kind of a rough go, but still overcame, you know, a couple of you know, maybe mistakes and falls, and just he was still sending it. But he talked about it in his post heat, where, you know, 9 times out of 10 he's going to make those waves. You know, does that roll end, or does it just keep going? Does the train just keep going faster and faster and faster?
Yeah, what did he say about that fall?
He said that he was off. And he'd been falling, and he got rattled, and he said this is the heaviest wave in the world, and the punishment that you take is a lesson after every time. But it's just like to see it right there that close, and just like you can feel it almost in the wave when it compresses and it drops out the bottom, and it just goes and it just completely unloads. The whole place feels it, and everybody goes quiet for that moment. And it literally, I get chicken skin just thinking about it, because you are literally watching a life and death situation.
True. Joao said he fell on the best waves today. And if he cleans that up, he'll be dangerous. He wants it to be as big as it gets. Yeah. He also said that in his interview. Yeah. He wants there to be toe sets out there. He's got that kind of headspace where his eyes are going to roll back and he's going to go. Joao does have Griffin in the next round as we get to the Mophie Charger contender of the event, showing up big time, representing the local crew. He knows what gold feels like. Kauli Vaast doesn't wear leashes out here. He knows he's going to pack big bombs and make it, Stace.
Wow. And it paid off for him. You know, like he did have the fall and he just swam straight back to Jeremy with his other board like it was nothing. And it's, it was awesome to call that heat with Kai Lenny. So much great insight from Kai, and like it's such a unique position that Kauli finds himself in. He's absolutely untouchable out here.
Yeah, you know, for a guy that's had giant waves towing with his siblings out here to, you know, finaling with Miguel Pupo, winning a gold medal. I mean, we know the wild cards are dangerous in Tahiti for the last 25 years. You know, but maybe he might be the most dangerous, and he looks that way, Strider.
Yeah, I think the gold medal, you know, kind of just puts it just right on top with the weight of how much he can bring. But him sharing his ability and his knowledge with his sister and his little bro on those tow days, and then turning it around and getting some for himself, like, hey guys, my turn, and then ramping into this event and coming out there, no leash, just the freedom that you felt from him and his dominance, and then knowing what he can do out here is going to be. There's not a guy in the draw that thinks, oh, this is an easy heat with him. Nobody. And he's just got so many tricks, and he knows exactly where to go on the reef and when and what to do. I mean, I feel like he's a shoo-in for the finals here.
Well, when we were at J Bay, we were like, yeah, we're going to finish in 3 days. We jinxed it. I don't know. Did we do it again? We'll see. Let's bring up the Surfline forecast. We had a lot of calls that were finishing in 3 days.
Where are you going with this? Don't say it.
I don't know. But let's bring it up. It was pumping today, 10 to 15 foot. It dropped, you know, throughout the afternoon. But we know it's still going to be pumping tomorrow, Stace.
Yeah, but I don't know, like, where's the date on this? Like, look at what's coming. It's just, we're not going anywhere, Joe.
And it's okay. I think we'll be okay
going
with
to
another few days here.
Yeah, that purple blob just going underneath New Zealand and just going straight for this beautiful island of Tahiti. That's where we're sitting at Teahupo'o, and seeing that south-southwest angle today. And then tomorrow, there's still plenty left over as it eases, Strider.
Yeah, I think, tomorrow we're going to see a great day of surfing. I think it's going to move to that inside ledge and just be beautiful all day. And then, it drops off after that. So I think we'll have a little time off, possibly another day on Saturday, I think it is. But then looking out at the forecast, it just looks really good down the line a bit. And we've got a couple of solid swells out there in the water that are coming around the corner like you saw just now on the screen. So I feel like we've got, a lot of options.
And on the text feed, I just checked it. Renato Hickel saying we're planning on starting with that last heat of the round, to finish off the round for the men, and then opening round for the women, potentially straight away. So stay tuned for that call in the morning. Up next, though, we've got the top 5 moments of a giant day of competition here at the Lexus Tahiti Pro, presented by IC. The clutch moment from Al Cleland Jr. and the buzzer to take out a slab specialist, and took out Baron Mamiya from the world title race.
Don't forget about him trying to take me out right here, too.
Sure did. Oh, hey, Vaast. Well, you said that didn't hurt. You guys.
Oh, he didn't touch me, but we love each other. That guy's an animal.
Yeah, then how about Cole? Yep, you deserve this spot. Number 4 in the top 5. Having a serious dig today, Stathius.
Oh, he has definitely been studying Gabby's tapes, like just that fade and then pumping up high into the tube. Like, he's definitely, I think every goofy footer in the world watches Medina, and as they should. Just looking so comfortable out here. And again, he's another big kid, and he's still standing tall in those waves.
Just reminds me of a freight train coming down the tracks.
Number 3 on the daily top 5. Always the wipeouts at Chopes, was.
Oh, well, I got to see most of these, and they just hurt watching. You see that? Looked like his arms got ripped off. There was a Miguel Pupo just really sending it, and just, incredible.
What's the worst one you saw, you think?
Oh, you know what? Ja Chianca, I think. He had a pretty wild wipeout where his board hit and he went sideways and just everything. This one right there. Oh my gosh, that was brutal. Ow. Talk to me, guys.
And this is what an animal. He just flagged the ski and went, no, I'm swimming.
Yeah, that was insane. This foam ball always causing disasters. A trip upside down above the reef and a ride around the lagoon. Wow. Great job to the Water Patrol today. Number 2, Jordy gets his best number of his career at Chopes, a 9.5, matching his best number of the season.
Oh my, and he needed it too. He was behind. Teva had a great score, and George needed these waves, and he crushed it.
That was big for George. We know that he's going to be at Cloud Break, but he wants a good seed. Said he wants to surf as least as possible to try to go for that title. And congrats, Griff, you won the post show. Number 1, all that hard work paying off.
Dude, this was so sick, so deep, behind it all, pushing through. Really came, this is all after a bad start too, but this wave turns him into the 9s, and this right here opened up so wide right there and beautiful. Just great surfing, great technique, and absolutely just feeling that, and he said it, trust. There was a moment before he went out where he said, you know what? Just need to trust it.
Scary when someone catches fire late in the year. Gabby Medina, famous for that in a lot of his world title runs. Griffin's kind of in that same type of run where for him, his season started kind of late for his standards. He's got so much left in the tank, and that is a dangerous run that he's on, looking for a spot in the final 5.
Yeah, it's sort of Mick Fanning-esque. 2009.
Ooh, the year he stole it from Parco?
Yeah.
Ouch. Ooh. That was a big one. They stopped talking to each other during that time. That was heavy for the boys.
That's good entertainment.
Yeah, they still fight over the trophy when they had their final here.
Oh, that hit. Yeah, that's a good story, though.
Parco wants it back. Well, let's talk about that tomorrow on the show. What do you guys think?
We'll be back.
To watch the sunset.
I think we'll be back.
Yeah. Thanks for being with us today, guys. Tomorrow it's a 6:30 a.m. local time call for a 7 o'clock start. Probably starting with that last heat for the men, then into the women. We'll see you bright and early. Take care. This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.